Chapter 3. The Hot Pink Pen. The next day, another tiny scroll sat beside the toad. Veva scooped it in her hand and bounded into her home. Princess Iza would surely have changed her mind after the delicious recipe. Why else would the mouse princess continue to write letters? Mommy swept the kitchen and asked, "Did you see the hawks this morning?" "Yes," Memo said. "They were so big, one of them took something back to the tall tree." Viva slipped past the kitchen and through the living room. She hunkered at her desk, used a toothpick to break open the blue seal, and snatched the magnifying glass from the top drawer. The tiny letters grew 10 times bigger with the glass. She read, "Dear Veva, aka the Chocolate Girl, I am glad we understand each other about not being friends. Princesses don't have friends, and I am much too busy to maintain a friendship. As for your trade agreement, I am willing to make a deal. I'll answer one question for one chocolate. You asked 6 questions and only gave me one scrumptious dark candy. I'm a gracious princess, so I will answer the entire list this time. Now that you know the rules, no more freebies. Like I said, I am busy. Papadon is a giant underground kingdom full of mice. We have packed dirt homes, and I live in a castle. I do not live in the bushes." How absurd! We lost our entire food supply this winter to another wicked mouse kingdom, Kingdom Huey. It's run by King Don Huey. Now, we're forced to come above ground to collect food. You have a scrumptious garden in your backyard. I especially like the cucumbers. I hope these answers satisfy a nosy child. Remember our deal. Send chocolate if you want more answers. Sincerely, notice the correct spelling, Princess Iza. Heat boiled in Viva's belly. Nosy child? Why was the mouse so focused on how she spelled sincerely? Veva took a hot pink pen to match her hot pink emotions. She pressed the tip onto plain white paper and wrote, "Dear Princess Iza, aka the Mouse Princess who is not my friend. I'm sorry about the other wicked mouse kingdom. I can't imagine not having enough food. We get beans, rice, bread, pizza, tacos, meat, cheese, lots of cheese, soup, carrots, apples, papaya, bananas, chips, pancakes, eggs, chicken nuggets, nuts, blueberries, and fritters all the time. And don't forget about my top secret candy stash. Please take all the cucumbers. Those are the most disgusting things in the garden. Guacala. That's yuck in Spanish. Did you notice that I didn't give you a chocolate? I almost did, but I remembered our trade rules. You said you'd give me answers to all 6 questions. How old are you anyway? What does Papadon look like? What do you do all day? Your answers were a little fuzzy. Mrs. Cook, she was my 3rd grade teacher, said that our writing needed to include details. I'm not seeing details. You didn't include things like the color of your castle or the name of the wicked king. Do those big guard mice do all the work while you sing in a squeaky voice? And Memo, you know my younger brother, he almost caught me hiding my candy bag the other day. He likes dark chocolate. Sisterly, Veva. P.S. Mommy saw hawks the other day, and she said they eat mice. Yikes. P.P.S. Maybe you should leave a couple cucumbers in the garden. Mommy really likes those. Viva folded the paper into a tight triangle and left it outside by the toad. Good thing there was no rain in the forecast. The rest of the day, Viva played and checked the toad statue. She cleaned the table and checked the toad statue. Maybe she had been a little mean. Guilt wriggled in her heart, but she couldn't take back the hot pink emotions on the page. She read her favorite book and then finally found a new scroll. It read, Dear Viva, aka Detail Girl, upon reading your letter, I crinkled it in my paws. Never have I ever dealt with such manners. The subjects in my kingdom hunt for every morsel we get. While you sit around playing, Mommy dear gives you everything. To list the food like that was simply rude. I mentioned your last line about the hawk to a guard. He laughed about it, but when he returned, he couldn't catch his breath. The only word to escape his buck teeth was hawk. Then I dug through my garbage can and reread your questions. I can't give you the location of our underground kingdom because we don't want you here. My artist did some detailed drawings for you on the next page. Mouse City, Palace, Apartments. Is that enough detail? To answer your other questions, I rule a kingdom and I am 1 year old. I am old for regular above ground mice. For Papadon, I am on the younger side. Your comment about my singing has led me to find a teacher for singing classes. When my teacher hears my voice, she will think it's perfection and tell me I need no more lessons. You will see. Sincerely, watch your spelling. Look carefully at how I spell Sincerely. Princess Iza.